Nothing like some tech issues to start a stream. Hello to anyone that's watching currently. Hope everyone is doing well. Still getting stuff set up. Hope everybody is having a good start to your weekend. It's going to be a very active day for weather here, so grab some popcorn if you're in the weather, or if you're in the areas that are to be affected by weather. Definitely want to be taking heat to watch some warnings. We have Idalia to deal with, along with the threat of severe weather later this evening, which is going to be nuts to have to cover both of these. But hey, if I didn't love doing this, I wouldn't be here. So hope you enjoy the show and all the madness that may go with it. So here's what we have going on currently right now. This is Ophelia that's come in. It just made landfall a little over 2 hours ago. Unfortunately, I was asleep when that happened. I'm kind of bummed that I missed it. But we're expecting Ophelia to end up going northeast here. So areas in Virginia over towards Delaware, Maryland. We're going to be watching you, and maybe even parts of Pennsylvania here. The storm is kind of expected to slow down here. So by the time we get into tomorrow, it's going to be dropping a lot of rain across dropping a lot of rain across Maryland, and then eventually heading into Delaware, where it looks like it's most likely going to fall off. But maybe we'll still see some rain over towards Philadelphia. Worst weather is definitely going to be today for sure, though. We have web cameras set up throughout the region here as well, so we can actually look at the ongoing conditions. Storm isn't that impressive as far as satellite is concerned, so I don't think this is going to be a prolonged event. We'll have to see how things play out with that, and then of course like I said before, we're still on the lookout for severe weather later today. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, by the way, if you haven't already, and also hitting that share button. Let's see if we can get this channel up to 600 before the day is out here. A lot of my widgets aren't up either. I'm having a lot of tech issues today. Sheesh. But let me get these cameras going for you guys. Here is Sunset Beach in North Carolina. All the cameras that I'm looking at right now are on the coast. Trying to make sure that we're on the right time here. I think we're a little bit behind. No, we are live. So this is the current look over Sunset Beach. This is Brunswick County. These also have the fire and rescue feats. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on. We also have Wilmington on the deck here as well. Wilmington's has a lot of rain right now, mainly. Winds are actually pretty calm here, surprisingly. And then we also have Hatteras. Hatteras has always been like the worst one, but hey, we get a little rainbow here too. But look at the waves. These are pretty intense, to say the least. Another thing to look out for as far as Ophelia is concerned is the threat for tropical tornadoes. So we'll have to be keeping an eye out for that as well. So we also have Emerald Isles here. We'll have to hit this refresh button really quickly. Uh-oh. I think the camera might have gone offline here. The signal over there was a little bit rough earlier, so this is actually where the storm ended up making landfall, was over towards this region. This is where the center was. Now that we're on the other side of it, the weather's deteriorated a bit more. Then also we got a nice view of the waves here as well. So it's pretty interesting. So pretty well covered area, I would say. Do hope we're getting out to people. That is the main thing right now. what's going on with my phone here. Fortunately, these cameras do not have sound either. Alright, so if there's any other cameras anyone's interested in looking at, definitely let me know. Still trying to even finish up my breakfast right now, even. There we go. Doesn't seem like I can get a wider view here, so this is all we got here for right now. Alright, I think we're good now. Everything is up and running. Also, with all the stuff that I intend to have up here, let me know if anything's too loud. Just make sure to let me know in chat. We're gonna go out to about 14 frames here. Might actually change the radar here to multi-regional, so that way I can get a better view. It's going to be this right front quadrant that we're going to be very concerned about in regards to tornado threat. Uh-oh, I gotta get the radar back up. My bad, guys. I apologize. Go. There we go. This will be the area to watch right now, especially since we're getting pretty far inland already. I think this corridor right here is where our threat for tornadoes is going to exist for the early part of the day. Then as we move later into the day, I think that along the coastline here, just to the east of Baltimore, might be another hot spot. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on with the EMS right now, thankfully, so that's good news. See if we can find some cameras in Virginia while I'm at it. Got some pretty good waves on some of these already, so can't wait to show you those. So I'll be making a voting poll momentarily, by the way, once I get some of these cameras up, because there's a lot of ground to cover here today. Like I said in the title, we're going to be having coverage throughout the day with Ophelia, and then also, like I said, later today, the severe weather threat in the Midwest is going to be taking shape. Could actually pan out to be an outbreak based off of what I've been seeing off of model guidance. It's kind of alarming, and it's kind of oddly familiar. I'm not going to say what it reminds me of in particular unless it comes to be. Now that camera doesn't want to work. Let me show you what I was looking at a little earlier here, if I can get this to work. One thing to keep in mind is the fact that these a lot of these feeds are not really set up to go through tropical systems or anything like that, so it's going to be a little bit tricky to keep feeds going throughout the day. A lot of refreshing, a lot of moving around is going to be occurring here. And it looks like this boardwalk cam is already giving me problems over here. This is in Virginia, by the way. The storm isn't even over here yet, but you can already see the waves increasing here. Most interesting area, though, still is over towards Emerald Isles at the moment. Only downside to this site is the fact that you can't really zoom in right here, but you can see the waves. It's clear as day that this has probably been the most probably been the area of the most intense weather so far. Even then, nothing too crazy has happened. There has been one tornado warning though. Then here's Hatteras, by the way, Cape Hatteras. Some pretty intense weather going on here as well. Some pretty impressive waves here. Let's say no higher than about maybe 7 feet is what I've seen so far. And here's a look at Wilmington. Wilmington's a little bit quieter, but it looks like there's another big squall that's about to come in. So conditions are going to go downhill over there once again, and then towards Sunset Beach. We're actually looking relatively calm at the moment. I do anticipate that conditions here will continue to calm down across this area. See if I can't get some music going here too, maybe some lo-fi or something, just to kind of keep things smooth here. Just give me a second here, if this will even work. I guess it doesn't work anymore now. Great. Well, that's a bummer. Gonna have to try and do this another way. Anyone has any lo-fi suggestions, definitely let me know. Or if you have some metal suggestions, let me know. But obviously I can't play anything directly from YouTube because I'll probably get copyright claimed and probably have the stream taken down. What's up, Owen? Bear with me, guys. Still trying to figure out where I can get some music going up here. Oh, you have to pay for that. If you guys got any links off of SoundCloud or something, let me know for sure. Better yet, you know what? I'll do this for you guys. Tell you what. I will do this for you guys. All right, there we go. Think we're about ready now, finally. Nah. Yeah, I'm changing this one.
I gotta stay.
Nope. Not doing that. Is there a way to control the... Okay, there it is. Which would be close to about 8, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So let's say 7, 8 o'clock Central. And there's a couple of different pockets that we need to be looking out for. It's a bimodal system type threat here. Right towards where this low pressure is where the first area you need to be looking out for severe weather is, especially towards Minnesota and Iowa, and then over here to the south towards Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma. We have to watch for that too. It looks like all hazards are going to be possible still, just based off of this alone. Ooh, and 12Z HRRR is going to be coming in soon. So new model run, a much longer model run will be coming in soon. So if we need to go back over this, we can. 9 likes and 9 people on here. That's awesome. Appreciate it, you guys. Hope everyone's doing well, by the way. Currently, right now, we're watching over Ophelia here. Ooh, waves have increased here. Here's a better look. I wonder, how tall do you think these are getting? About 7 feet? 5 feet? I want to know what your thoughts are. Oop. Bump something with my knee here on my amp. I'm gonna make a voting poll for you guys so you can so I can actually hear what you're thinking or see what you're thinking. I'm on a second screen. I have 2 computers in front of me, by the way. I think that's a good guess. 5 to 7 feet. That's what I would want to say. Ooh, there's some taller ones over there in the corner. Oh no, please don't buff her. I want to see these. They're pretty cool. I kind of like this song here. All right, there we go. Voting poll is up. I already know what George is gonna say. 5 to 7. So that's one vote in at least. Eventually, I'm gonna have my own stuff, my own sort of music up as well. But actually, creating and producing the music is tough. So if anyone's a music producer, or if they have any songs that they want to share, I'll happily put it on the channel. Just don't try to take my stream down. I think there's somebody out there on the beach right now. I wouldn't be standing that close to the water. Yeah, it's a whole couple. It's bold. At least they're not in the water. Unlike when I saw Idalia going through. There were a bunch of people in the water actually, which is absolutely crazy to me. Hey Tom, no, long time no see. Wow, I couldn't even get that saying right. Wow. Yeah, I would love to play some Jimi Hendrix. The only problem is, I play a mainstream artist on here. Stream gets taken down and I get hit with a copyright claim. Ah, ah, that's messed up. But no, trust me, if I could, I would. I would love to. I hear you there, Tom. I hear you there. I haven't been streaming that much. I mean, there was the hurricanes, but after there was the hurricanes like Hillary and Idalia, but beyond that, I haven't really been streaming that much. Get this up and running here. See if this will work. Will either one of these work at this point? Nope. That one hasn't worked. This one kind of works, but this one's kind of rough because it's a little too far out. You can't really zoom in. You can't go widescreen with this one. What is this? Is this the same person? Whoever this guy is that makes music, it's definitely a little bit more up my alley for sure. I wonder where I could find this guy. Send him a little tip, because he plays stuff that's a little bit more up my alley. Yeah, I saw that. That was mainly from the 331 outbreak, but yeah, I saw that statistic. I was like, wow. The crazy thing is, I mean, a lot of people forget that actually fall is considered second season, so that number may yet go up. Let's hope not, but pattern definitely seems conducive for it. Speaking of which, I guess since there's not really a whole lot going on here with the radar at the moment, I guess we can also take a look at the pattern ahead. You guys are getting an exclusive view. Pays to show up to stream sometimes. Yeah, I hope not too, but I think that things could pick up here for sure. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, and also if you're new, hit that subscribe button, and of course, if you could, and this would really help, hit that share button as well. Try to get the word out there about us, and then also, even more so, we also might be starting membership soon even, so a lot of cool stuff on the way for the channel. Just trying to find time to get it all set up. Probably be seeing my mods pop in here momentarily. But honestly, I kind of want to see how long I can stream for today. So I'm going to see if I can keep this going and keep this entertaining for you guys too in the process. Of course, you guys don't have to watch the whole time that I'm streaming, but just check in every once in a while, you know? I guess we'll stop putting this off here. So I'm gonna give you a choice. There's two maps that I usually like to look at when I'm looking at the long range stuff. We can look at this map here, or we can look at this one. I'll let you guys decide, or whoever is on here decide. Whoever wants to choose. This one's choice number 1. This one's choice number 2. First one's the height anomaly. This one's just a wind and height map here. Some of you probably is just foreign anyway. So you're oh yeah, you did mention that to me, Tom. You did mention you're semi-retired. Well, it's better than having to work all the time. That's for sure. I have a coworker at my job that's semi-retired. He still comes out a good bit though. I think he doesn't like sitting at home too much. I think that's kind of how I would end up being. Even if I ended up being retired, I probably would still find something to do. I just don't see myself really being able to sit still. I've always kind of been like that. Yeah, you're a lot like I am too. Yeah, I just don't really see. Oh wow. That's always what I hear from people who actually get to the point where they can retire. They always want to end up. Would rather be doing something else. Maybe not full time, but you know. And that's why I like something like this, like what I'm doing now on YouTube, for example. I could do it at just about any age, really. So it's nice. Besides, I love doing this. I love talking weather. Been doing it since I've been talking weather since I was 4, so it only makes sense for me to really try and do this on here. Oh, you still help your son mow yards? How ironic, that's actually my day job. I'm a landscaper on the weekdays, of course. Yeah, That's ironic, though. Things are about to slow down with landscaping, and that's the other problem I have, so definitely going to need to find some side hustle throughout the winter once the leaves finish falling. Just have to. Hopefully, things will pick up soon with the channel more. You were a wow, cannot speak. Custodian. Jeez. You were a custodian? Oh, he helped design Bristol? since we have GFS up right now. Maybe someone might need to check your email. Then you might have gotten hacked. That can happen, you know. Somebody's tried it with mine before, but I have two-factor authentication. So if anyone tries anything, I know right on the spot. Good luck trying to get to me. So yeah, definitely would encourage you to change your password. Alright, so here's what we're looking at right now. Folks, this is the setup that's going to cause severe weather in the Midwest today. And then over here is where Ophelia is right now. Mainly keeping an eye on that right front quadrant over here for the threat of tornadoes. But watch what happens as we continue to go forward with this low pressure system right here. Starts to deepen and it ends up creating almost this bimodal type setup to where we can see this little ski jump right here develop, and this is what's going to cause severe weather in Minnesota, Iowa. This actually has a pretty notable tornado threat on it. Wouldn't be surprised to see this get upgraded to a 10%, because when we looked at it earlier, it was at 5. And then with this little ski jump here, expect a quasi-linear convective system, or QLCS, with all hazards possible with it, including tornadoes. There's also a threat for significant hail. And then continue to push forward. That low starts to deteriorate, and this is what's gonna, and this is how this will end up missing you for the most part, Tom. And then this will be on its way out. This doesn't really hold up all that well, and then it's gonna be calm probably for the next couple of days. There could be a little bit more disturbed weather, but a less robust setup for sure. As that low comes in, and then after that, we kind of get into a new ridge starting to build over the eastern half of the U.S., especially over towards Canada. Then after that, we start to see a new trough develop here out west. This is right about at the end of the month here. And there could be another potential setup for severe weather. This time it looks like it could be a little further up north. Timing's going to be key here, but maybe towards... Whoa, what is this? Hold on a minute. See a little coastal low here. This is the first time I've seen this on the runs here. This is a new run too, so it's interesting. See a low pressure system, and then there's like a little coastal low hanging off the northeast here. I don't know if that could have been tropical or not. I find that interesting if that's the case. But with this low pressure, this will bring cool down out east, and then we'll have to keep an eye on what this will end up doing with this trough here. This could end up keeping the storm track north and maybe keeping the severe weather threat a little bit more, or reducing the severe weather threat, I should say. And then we'll have to watch this next little low pressure here as time goes on. Pattern doesn't look super active right now, which is a good thing though. Might be a couple more chances with severe weather. Of course, the further out we look, the more things are prone to changing. So all I can do is keep your eyes open. We'll of course be making update videos on the channel as needed. We'll go from that point. I don't know why, but this reminds me a lot of the old Undertaker theme song from the Attitude Era. Don't know if anyone's a wrestling fan though. I used to be more of one. Wow, look at those waves. Hey, Baconator. Welcome. Welcome. Special weather statement now. I'm betting they're probably going with a nickel-sized hail with this. further away from you, I think. It still looks rather healthy. The hail core really seems to be pushing more so to the north here, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, you probably be needing to look south. This is what you were probably looking at, actually. This is actually splitting. No, I can relate to that. Tree problems are a big thing for me as well. But you're probably looking at this cell. You need to be looking more to the southwest, I would say. Or maybe to your south. Yeah, look to your south, not your northeast, not your northwest. Yeah, look to your south. Like, do you know which direction DeSoto is? If you know which roads lead to DeSoto, you should be able to figure it out. Just hopefully you can get a view of it. You can, it's not a problem. But yeah, this right here was probably the storm you were looking at. I like this riff. This makes me want to work on my own music, but obviously I can't do it on stream right now. I don't want to show exactly how to play it, so that way no one tries to steal it. Oh wow, there's another severe thunderstorm, and there's Vince already on this one, or in position for this one. He's warming up already for what's gonna be an active day. Sheesh. Unfortunately, we cannot show Vince's stream on here. Yeah, it's pretty much the same image that you just showed me, Baconator. It's not all that impressive. It's splitting off, so it's not a problem. It's all good, man. You'll probably have plenty more opportunities to get pictures. Patience is the key, young fledgling. That's the severe storm? Wow, as far as the physical appearance of it, it's not all that impressive for sure. It's pretty much exactly what you showed me after all. Well, dang. Baconator, did you smack that like button, by the way? It's now rain in central Ohio, huh? Huh? Where? You don't want a phone that's smarter than you. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not gonna. I gotta understand that. I don't blame you there. Oh. Man, stiff today. Must not have slept right. Sometimes I sleep weird. I wonder where Brandon is, because I know he's probably going to be out here chasing later today. Gotta be. This little cluster right here is actually developing quite nicely over here towards Omaha. Oh, wow. In fact, we could probably see some damaging winds out of this. Well, it's that time of year, too, though, Baconator, where their supplies start to dwindle. And that's when they start to get more aggressive, too. This sounds really good. Whoever did this song was pretty sick. Oh, it's the same guy. See how this trends from here. I'm trying to save that musician too for later, so that way I can make a little playlist for whenever I need to put on music. When things get more active, I'm probably turning the music off. Yeah, winds look like they're pretty strong with this line here. Wouldn't be surprised to see an increase in the severe thunderstorm warnings in the next little bit here. I hate that I can't show Vince's feed at all. Here's another chaser. This is Aaron J. Jack. He's become pretty consistent on Radar Omega as of late, but his signal isn't the best. That's the only downside with him. I guess the voting poll part's done now. General consensus said 5 to 7 feet. One person said up to 10 feet. Oh, lights just went out in my bathroom. Talk about annoying. Another picture from Baconator here. A little bit better look on the cloud structure. Let's go ahead and take a look. A little bit more intense clouds. Maybe a slight greenish tint. Yeah, that looks good right there, though. Also, I guess while we're at it, we can probably talk about more of the tropics in a little bit here. Get set up for that real quick. So while I'm at it all, I kind of dig through things. I'll kind of dig through the web cameras and see what's going on here. Oh, Baconator, why would you edit them? Shame on you. I'm disappointed in you. Yeah, I see it, Mr. Editor. Cheater. Cheater. It still looks pretty cool, though. Still looks pretty cool. It's a good edited. It's a good shot, even though it's edited. Cheater. You're good, man. You're good. I'm just messing with you. Man, if you don't go on with that. Oh. And that's another neck pop on the tally there. Oh, this must have been from that mesoscale discussion I saw late last night. It looks about the same, Baconator. It's not a big deal. I mean, we already showed the picture. They know what it looks like. You know what it looks like. All six of them. All five of them now. Yeah, if you get a tornado pic, don't you better not edit that. I'll be pissed at you for that. Anyone who edits those, I'm disappointed in them. Regular cloud pics aren't aren't bad, but like if it's like some really gorgeous storm structure though, you better not edit that. That's downright disappointing if you're doing that. Yes, there is just like beautiful storm structure. Thanks for the break. The jalapenos hit me like a freight train. I know how that can be. Yeah, I needed that break myself. Also, at the same time, the bathroom lights went out, which is really annoying. I've had this problem a lot lately. It's gotta be something with the circuitry, man. Oh, not on that one. That one isn't downright perfect storm structure. But if you get a picture like that and you edit it, I'm gonna be pissed at you. Oops. Anyway, I was talking about also discussing some of the tropics right now, because it's still pretty active across the board, even though Ophelia has made landfall. Let me take a look at been out of sync for at least a few days now, maybe a day or two. That's a little frustrating. You can at least get a view of this tropical invest momentarily here, though. Also, we'll get a look at this storm over here in the Pacific. Not really going to be doing a whole lot. It's going to be a fish storm from the looks of it. And here's what it looks like on the outlook here. Heading straight to the west here. Probably going to die out there. It does kind of make it into the Central Pacific Theater, but I don't expect this to do much more beyond that. Yeah, that's what 97E is looking like. And this is 90L. This is the one that has the chance of becoming Felipe here. It's already looking pretty solid on satellite here, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. Hard to say where this is going, so we're not going to put any real merit into that today. So, with that being said, we'll just kind of keep a close eye on these storms and go from there. Do another check of the radar here, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what we'll do, honestly. Oh, gotta grab my remote. What the heck is that? Give me a second here. I'm not changing the screen. Yeah, apparently I left something. Nope. Apparently I left like a vitamin tablet. I left one of my vitamin tablet jars open. And yeah, thought I'd closed it. Guess I didn't. But that is now taken care of. All right. Vitamins. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with taking vitamins. In fact, I encourage it. I think that is very important to keeping your vitality is by taking vitamins. Some crappy rhymes, all right, but hey, I'm trying. I also want to say anyone who's left over, thanks for hitting that like button so far. Thanks to anyone else who subs. And anyone who's also hit the share button as well so far. I'm gonna try to stick around for the whole thing. Just trying to be patient here. No, I do not have the Flintstone vitamins. I am a grown man, sir. Well, there's nothing against the Flintstone vitamins, but those are for kids technically. I'm an adult. So I need a little bit more to keep myself up and running. Even though I'm not super old. Not even 30, so yeah. Oh, going up to 15 likes. Interesting. Appreciate that, folks. Appreciate that, and I get the feeling it's probably Baconator's ults. Either way, I still appreciate it. itchy. Beginning, I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to get off of that count before I ban it. Oh, it's almost done. I turned 29 in November, so I'm about out of my 30s. This probably will become a tropical cyclone by tomorrow for sure. figured out how to delete stuff. Come on, Baconator, you're better than this. I expect better from you. Haha. I can take care of it. You could have just asked me and avoided all the other messages. I'm not Baconator, I'm Michael Crazy. And guess what? You know what you also are? Wrecked. You are wrecked. That's what you are. You are wrecked. Enjoy. Alright, so here's what I think I'm gonna do in this situation. Because not a whole lot seems to be going on right now with Ophelia as far as severe weather is concerned. Now that we're inland, we're probably gonna be hush, big man. I ain't talking about people's funny bones and stuff. What I was saying though was, since it seems like there's not much going on with Ophelia right now, I think round 11 we'll end this stream and then come back around. Maybe we'll check back in at around like 2 or something. Nothing goes on then, we'll just kind of gear up for the other event. We'll still keep an eye on what's going on with Ophelia, but based off what I've seen off satellite imagery, it's not really that impressive. If you guys still want to chat for a little longer, then definitely do so. Come on, Bako, get the wax out of your, or get the canola oil out your ears and listen. Said I'm probably gonna, if nothing starts to happen with Ophelia as far as anything majorly severe, I'll probably end this stream at 11 Eastern time, and then I'll probably monitor it from outside and then start to gear up for later this evening. No point in wasting energy if it's not necessary. Because if there's nothing going on, I need to save my energy for this when stuff actually will start happening out to the Midwest in particular. Tough game to play. That's all. I mean, if you actually look at Ophelia right now, on that right side, there's really not that much thunderstorms. There's really not that much in the way of thunderstorms. At all, honestly. It's never really got a chance to get organized. Everything's on the left side. Yeah, if you actually look on satellite here, this is where all the action is. All the thunderstorms are on the left side. We're trying to see what happens with this right side here. If it gets going, maybe there could be a couple of brief tornadoes. But I think that's partially why there was never a watch issued. Because the more organized storms, they almost always will issue a tornado watch. What part of the country am I located in? I'm in the southeast. I'm around Atlanta, Georgia. I'm around the metro. I'm a city boy. Well, I grew up a city boy, kind of. The accent always gives it away, right? Or lack thereof. And hair's still pretty dry after all of that. Sheesh. Well, as far as the severe weather threat for this morning, we're already down to 2 severe thunderstorm warnings now. We had about up to 5 a little earlier. Switch the screen so you can see that. A little later today is when the real stuff will get started. Yeah, we'll probably just hang out for another 30 minutes here, and then we'll get ready to cover that later this evening. Dang. Oh, I know where Johnstown is. The traffic light and the light bulbs burn out. Sheesh. Dang. Johnstown does seem like it's pretty quiet. Seems pretty nice. I mean, there's pros and cons to both. But yeah, I wouldn't mind living in town. I really wouldn't mind living in the mountains. I think that'd be pretty cool. Great inspiration for music. If I still live in country, that's where I would probably go, somewhere in the mountains. If I moved out of country, I'd go somewhere like either Italy, Finland, somewhere weird, probably. Intel. Oh, are you talking about the processor for like laptops and stuff? Like the company Intel? Oh. Yeah, really, I just like to live somewhere a little quieter than the city. I mean, it's cool to be around everything, but I'm also the kind of person that likes to detach a little bit sometimes. And being around 1,000 people, like 10,000 plus people, can be a little bit draining sometimes for me. Guess you can tell I'm definitely not an extrovert, even though I'm here. Between Albany and Johnstown, or New Albany and Johnstown, I have to check that out at some point, because I actually have family up in Ohio, but they're over towards like Springfield. Between New Albany and Johnstown, the traffic's bad. No bueno. I don't even think you want to know what traffic is like over here, because over towards 285, Georgia 400, nightmare. I remember when I would have to take Georgia 400 just so I could go to band practices of the last group that I was in. Oh, Springfield. Yeah, Springfield should be west of you. It's towards like maybe southwestern Ohio. Or west central Ohio, I guess you could call it. But yeah, Springfield is where I have family at. Somewhere around Springfield. Have not seen them in a long time. Hope to fix that sometime the next year or so. If I can keep a car working. Yeah, Atlanta traffic is it's really just hard to navigate through here too sometimes. Even though I've lived here all my life, it's kind of rough. Yeah, Atlanta traffic is nothing to mess with. Excuse me. But I'm kind of in the fringe of like several different major highways. It's like 70. There's I-75, I-85, I-285, and then of course, like I said before, Georgia 400. So you have to be really on your P's and Q's, because some of these guys here just do not use their heads at all. Oh yeah, I'm careful. I've been driving for the last few years. I've gotten comfortable with the highway for the most part. Every once in a while there's somebody that likes to try to play games, but usually I just avoid them anyway. I've literally seen situations where people have ended up on the news not long after being stupid on the highway. It's unfortunate how people think that it can't happen to them until it does. Anyway though, it's all right. It is all right. Guess while I'm looking at I guess there's a couple other things we could look at, actually. I just thought about it. The October outlook should have just come in recently. So I'll be probably showing that on here real quick. Oh, this sounds good. Again, shout out to Alexander Nakarada. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this guy's got some pretty good songs on here. Some really good jams for sure. If you're into metal, it's definitely pretty cool. The instrumentals are really nice. Of course, he's from the Nordic, Scandinavian regions, so it's definitely metal. It's up my alley. Anyone that doesn't know me, or I'm actually a huge metal fan, hence the name Thai Metalhead Weatherman. But also, I play as well. A lot of my favorite bands are from Finland. We'll be back here later today, so I'm probably gonna hop off in a little bit here, just so I can rest up and prepare for the next stream, because I just don't really see anything really happening with Idalia as far as her storm structure is concerned. Yeah, I love metal. Metal has been great for me over the years, and it's fun to play too. It's challenging, and I think that's kind of what I need, but like it does a lot of good for me, I feel like. I understand that it's not for everybody though, so I try not to push it too much on people. I'll sometimes change it up and I'll put on some lo-fi or something like that. If I could put on some Jimi Hendrix-esque music, that'd be awesome too. But in due time, we'll find more avenues to get music on here. Welcome back, Baconator. You ate your breakfast, right? Because you're going to need to be on your P's and Q's today if you're going to be chasing later with your uncle. Alright, George, I'll see you later, man. Appreciate you stopping by. You're going to at 10? You're going to eat breakfast at 10, huh, Baconator? Alright. Cool. Probably try to figure out what I'm going to fix for lunch, and then kind of go from there. It's actually a recipe I've been trying to look up. It depends. I don't know what's in your fridge. I don't know what's in your fridge, Baconator. How are you going to ask me? Ooh, this is off time. This is a progressive time signature here. No, I don't know what's in your fridge, Baconator. So you need to figure it out. So you need to figure out what appeals to you most. I can't do that for you, sir. Oh, and guess what has just happened as we are on stream right now? That tropical invest is now been upgraded to tropical depression 17. So more than likely by the end of today, we will see more than likely tropical storm Felipe. Go ahead and switch back over to the screens here in just a moment. Yeah, if anyone hasn't heard about this Alexander Nakarada guy, you definitely need to give him a follow. Show him some love if you can. Ooh, I like the drum work on this too. Music nerds coming out. You have milk, you have bread, you have eggs, turkey. There you go, eggs and turkey. Nothing wrong with that. Let's make some scrambled eggs and some turkey. If you like scrambled eggs, of course. Make it sunny side up. Do whatever you feel. Just do whatever you feel, man. Or if you want to eat the leftover Chinese, go ahead and do that, as long as you don't get in trouble by your parents or whatever. Yeah, there's a. But yeah, you have options. It's nice to have options, isn't it? Let's see if tidbits will update faster. There you go. You already know what to make. See, I told you. It literally just got announced, so it might take a second for this to update here. I don't even think the NHC's website is updated yet. New meso discussion just got issued for this little cluster of storms here. Could be isolated There could be an isolated large hail damaging wind gust over here on the fringe of the Iowa and Nebraska line here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break though still and get ready to focus on the main event here. I'd love to get in touch with this guy that does this music and collab with him. I think that'd be a pretty sick collab. Uh-oh. Is it hailing in your area? If you can grab one, do so carefully. Just waiting to see this update come in, if I can. Oh, so the update's coming in at 11, so probably hang around for a couple more minutes then. Just talk about that really quickly. Also, while I'm at it, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1 month outlook here. This is the month of October. It's the first look I've had at this, actually, by the way. I'll have a whole video coming out on this, maybe even before I do the next stream. But wait, are you serious? Someone's window got broken? No way. Are you serious? Yeah, if you don't want to get hit by it, don't go out there. That's all I can say. I think that hailstone probably just exploded. I don't know if it's not severe warned, so I don't know. Maybe the window was already ready to go. It could have been that too. more stuff in my hair once I'm done with the stream tonight. Maybe I won't end the stream. Maybe I'll just leave it up right now and just kind of take a break. Nah, I think I probably would still end it. There's Brandon here now. See what Brandon's got going on. Just kind of chilling right now based on the looks of it. Dang. Oh wow, from Lebanon? That's freaking crazy. Awesome. Hello Dahlia, I hope you're doing well, by the way. I think you're the first person I've seen from Lebanon. Wow. Special weather statement on that storm that's near your area, by the way, Baconator. But anyway, what we were talking about. Oh yeah. October. Increased precip across the heart of the country towards the Tennessee Yeah, you do have a good bit of low-level jet moving through there, Baconator, so you should be seeing a good bit of movement in those clouds. They should be racing off there pretty quick, at least at the low levels. It's going to be that morning at MCS that ends up setting up everything for later this afternoon and into the evening. No updates to the map there. The big hail, you're likely to see that a little later this afternoon. You're actually in that hatch risk area, by the way. You might even be in that 30% area. Oh, and there's a tornado threat for tomorrow, so I guess we'll be streaming that too. And Monday, it looks like we catch our break here, which is good because then I can go to the gym. What did you send me? There's not really much going on there. It looks cool, at least. Well, actually, that cloud looks pretty nice. I'll show it real quick to the handful of people that are on here outside of us. This is what Baconator wants to show you folks. Weather over there in Kansas is looking mildly interesting. Had some pretty strong storms go through there just a little minute ago. That'll pretty much end up being how we, it's pretty much how we're going to end the stream here, really, it looks like. Or this part of the stream. It's turning into a what? It's turning into an arm. I don't know if you'll get 4-inch hail. Actually, that's probably how we can end out the stream, is by looking at the convective models again. This will help you a little bit more with the chase that you have coming up today. Okay. So we'll start out by looking at Cape, look at lapse rates after that, and we'll kind of close out. Oh, it's turning into an anvil. Well, I'll have to screenshot you and show you exactly why I'm struggling to see that. Because you know that little emoji thing where you can do this now? Apparently you can do that in YouTube Studio now too. But the problem is it's like off to the corner here, so it'll actually block like the last word that someone says, and I have to guess it. But yeah, I can do this now finally. Yeah, I can finally do all that. But no surprise, the Cape is going to be really juicy over towards your area. May even be some like 3,000 plus. In fact, I want to take a look at this QT. It's over towards Kansas City. Ooh. Ooh. That was me that was doing that, actually. This looks interesting right here. In fact, I want to make sure Kyle sees that. Interesting thing to note here is I'm putting that in Discord so all of us can see it. And you can download it from Discord and then send it to your uncle. But I'm posting that in the QT chart page. Alright, that's up for you, Maine. While I'm at it here, I'm gonna go back. Oh, I gotta exit out. Boom. But yeah, the Cape there is looking rather juicy, and it's gonna stay juicy until probably late in the evening too. And then also taking a look at lapse rates. I'm anticipating it to be pretty steep if we're gonna see some hail like what they're indicating on here. I don't know if you'll get 4-inch hail, but you do have lapse rates around like 7.2, maybe even higher than that. Actually 7.7. It's another good tour sounding. Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool way to end the stream. Whoo, look at the surface cape here. 4,100 joules per kilogram, almost 42. Everything's up high. 3 cape is high, EHI. Yeah, this could be nasty if this gets going. There is a significant hail analog that's about 4.5 inches, so definitely still need to be on the lookout here. Significant hail parameter is about 1.6. Check QT charts. Hang on, let me make sure I know where the heck this one is. I wouldn't get a metal umbrella if I were you. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, and there's a second one right there. -69 is a weak. -69 is a weak cap. That's not much in the way of inhibition. If the number was over 100, different story. That cap will break. I think we, if I remember correctly, both Kyle and myself actually put up a index for you to look at inhibition here. But yeah, those lapse rates are pretty fierce right there. I'm gonna look at the updraft helicity now. I think that's what really interests me at this point. We got a decent bit of updraft helicity over there. I need SRH actually. Ooh. Ooh. Towards central Missouri has a lot of updraft helicity too. This looks a little bit more linear though, and then there's more inhibition over towards this region. Imagine if that wasn't there. That would be a that would be almost like a flashbang. Ooh, here we go. This is this is a little closer towards your target area right here. This is right on the state line. Yeah, there we go. It's like the Kansas-Missouri line. Then there's a nice little dry slot right there too. Just what we're looking for. No, I'm sending all of this. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm sending all of this. Yeah, we got some mess going on here for sure. Like, there's some really good parameters for this setup here, and then also in Iowa too. Iowa's got my attention pretty heavily as well. Instability's kind of lacking with that one, but I think one of these areas is going to go up for sure, though. I think Western Iowa is probably going to be the main point of interest. Just a lot of contamination here, which kind of makes it really frustrating. It's going to be like right where that low is. This is a little bit better. West Iowa now. All right. I think that's enough skew tees. That's like what, 4, 5. Enough to show the team for later this afternoon, I would say. But yeah, these are pretty alarming parameters if I were to say so myself. But yeah, between either Iowa or parts of Missouri, man, it's gonna get hot. It's going hot, for the looks of it here. I don't really see too many in the way of parameters that are gonna slow this down. Not too many fail parameters at all. 23Z is about your time for your storms, by the way, Baconator. 23 to 00Z is when things will start to fire. Then you'll start to see secondaries firing around 01Z. That QLCS is going to probably form around 03Z. That's what HRRR is showing. When we get to 22Z is probably when I'll go live again. Yeah, so another 7 hours. So I'll go ahead and schedule that one, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, yeah, it's always been that. Zulu has always been universal time. It's always been UTC. But things will probably start to die down probably by 07Z, which will be like I can't do math right now. Probably would be 10 plus hours from now. And then this will set up the next event, which would be towards Texas tomorrow, which we'll probably go ahead and just cover that just to make it a square weekend. The more you know. But all right. Well, it is 11:09, so I'm going to take a quick look at TD17. Yep. Tropical storm going out to sea. Good news. Good news. We'll see how this develops from here, but it's in a less favorable environment than what I was originally thinking about. But fish storm as well, which is awesome. There's no wind, surface warnings at all. So that being said, I guess we're calling this a stream here. Thank you everybody for watching so far. Appreciate you all. I will see you soon. Make sure you guys smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, especially if you made it to the end after this stream was made. I'll see you guys a little bit later this afternoon to cover the severe weather threat, because that's gonna be a hot one. There's gonna probably be a lot of storms here. Until then, take care. Have a nice day. Horns up. Later.